stories that matter to you. This is Fox 6 News.
Good evening. With just a little more now than 2 weeks until the election, the race to the White House is getting tighter. The campaign for president continues to be a focal point here in Wisconsin.
And today was no different, as both parties try to take advantage of a fall day in Waukesha County. Fox 6's Brandon Cruz was with both parties as they pushed toward the finish line.
To a standing ovation and a round of applause, Republican vice presidential candidate Paul Ryan's wife, Jana, and their 3 kids are greeted by about 100 supporters at the Republican Victory Center in Waukesha. A few hours later and a few miles away, Vice President Joe Biden's wife, Dr. Jill Biden, enters an Obama for America field office to a similar ovation by a similar amount of supporters. Each woman spent time talking with the people gathered and taking pictures as well.
It's a wonderful thing to be here today, to see these people that are working so hard on behalf of Mitt Romney and my husband, to be able to say thank you.
Ryan's public remarks were limited and were not on policy. Instead, she let Republican Senator Ron Johnson and Republican National Chairperson Reince Priebus do that.
I happen to believe that we're in a battle for freedom in this country.
Conversely, Dr. Biden did speak for about 9 minutes.
There is great energy in this room.
She touched on many of the campaign's themes: veterans, women's freedom, healthcare reform, the Supreme Court, and jobs.
Forward means in this election that since the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression, we've seen 31 straight months of job growth. We've seen 5.2 million new jobs.
Both sides stressed the importance of the last 17 days to their campaign, urging their volunteers to keep pushing.
It starts and it ends here in Waukesha County.
You have to make sure that everyone gets out to vote.
And Dr. Jill Biden will remain in Wisconsin through Monday, as she'll be in Kenosha and Sun Prairie tomorrow and Madison and Appleton on Monday. Both campaigns are pushing their supporters to vote early and then talk to their family, neighbors, and coworkers to get them out to vote early as well. And early voting begins on Monday in Wisconsin and ends on November 2nd, 4 days before the general election. Tammy.
All right. Thanks, Brandon. The presidential candidate